Okay, picture this. A call comes in, you hear shouting, the sound of a struggle, things breaking. For any police officer, this is one of the most volatile, unpredictable situations you can walk into. So how in the world do you train for a moment like that where every single second counts? Well, let's break it down. Seriously, what's your first move? Do you rush right in? Do you hang back and wait for backup? Who's the first person you talk to? Your heart is pounding, the clock is ticking, and every choice you make in the next few minutes, it could literally change lives forever. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a super high-stakes training simulation. We're going to see how these critical skills are forged under pressure, turning what you learn in a classroom into something you can actually use in the real world. To do this, we're looking at a competition run by the Texas Public Safety Association, or TPSA. And trust me, this is way more than just a test. It's a pressure cooker designed to see who really has what it takes. The setup is pretty straightforward. A two-person team gets thrown into a simulated disturbance. Their job, calm everything down, interview everybody to figure out what the heck happened, and then, and this is the hard part, make a decision on what to do next. It's a total test of modern policing skills all wrapped into one scenario. Now listen, this isn't just some free-for-all. It's an incredibly controlled environment with super strict rules. We're talking everything from the gear they carry to the safety commands they have to follow. And everyone shows up with the same basic kit, a duty belt with a training pistol and cuffs, plus a simple memo book and a pen. See, the focus here is on fundamental skills, not a bunch of fancy gadgets. And this right here is absolutely critical for keeping things safe. At any moment, anyone, a judge, a role player, anyone, can shout the word index. And when they do, everything freezes. It's the ultimate safety net, a constant reminder that even in this high-pressure simulation, safety is always, always priority number one. So what does this actually look like when the clock starts ticking? Well, the whole thing is timed down to the minute, all to recreate the pressure of a real call. Just look at how tight this schedule is. From the second they check in, the heat is on. After a couple of quick briefings, they get just 15 minutes for the main event. 15 minutes to walk in, de-escalate, interview, and decide. And right after that, they get only 5 minutes to give a full report to the judges. It's fast, it's intense, and there is zero room for hesitation. So, how do you even score something like this? It's not about just getting the right answer. The way they're evaluated is incredibly detailed. And here's the thing you've got to understand. The judges are watching the how just as much as the what. The process is every bit as important as the final outcome. They are scrutinizing every little detail, not just the final call. Now check this out. This is where the nuance really comes in. Look at the scoring for teamwork. A team that does a satisfactory job gets 6 points, but to get the full 10 points for exemplary, one officer has to clearly step up, take charge, and delegate tasks. It shows you that leadership isn't just a suggestion, it's a skill they're actively looking for. And when it comes to officer safety, they are not messing around. To get a perfect score here, you have to nail all 5 of these points. We're talking about fundamental habits: keeping your gun sight away, never losing sight of anyone, always controlling a suspect's hands, securing weapons properly, and doing a final sweep of the scene. These are the basics that save lives. This quote, which is pulled straight from the exemplary scoring guide, pretty much says it all. The highest praise, the top score, goes to teams who use de-escalation. That means using your words and a strategic calm to bring the temperature down to make a physical confrontation less likely. You know, the goal is to talk people down, not take them down. Okay, so scoring points is one thing, but this is where the simulation gets really real. This isn't just some academic exercise. It's directly connected to real-world laws and, more importantly, to protecting people's rights. And this right here shows that connection perfectly. That scoring rubric for proper documentation, it's basically a mirror image of the actual real-deal legal forms that officers in Texas have to use. So this isn't a test, it's a rehearsal for their legal duties. And to fill out that paperwork correctly, you have to know the law, inside and out. This is the actual legal definition of family violence from the Texas Family Code. Officers have to see what's happening and decide if it meets this very specific legal standard. And here's why that matters so much. That piece of paper isn't just for closing a case or getting points in a competition. It is the key that unlocks an entire system of support and protection for a victim. See, an officer's job doesn't just end with making an arrest or writing a report. They are legally required to give victims information about their rights and the help that's available to them. This single piece of paper can be an absolute lifeline. And just look at what that lifeline connects to. The Crime Victims Compensation Program in Texas can provide real, tangible help. We're talking about paying for medical bills, for counseling, even helping someone relocate to get to a safe place. It can cover lost wages, funeral expenses, you name it. The program can provide up to $50,000 in financial help to an eligible victim. This is a massive resource. But it all starts with that one officer, on that one call, filling out a form correctly, and letting the victim know their rights. So you see, what starts as just points on a score sheet in a competition becomes a real-world safeguard. It's a direct line from this training exercise to protecting a real person in their absolute worst moment. And that's why this stuff matters. So it leaves us with a bigger question, right? The goal isn't just to win a medal. It's to earn the public's trust. This kind of detailed, empathetic training, it feels like it's about more than just competence. It's about building a foundation of trust between law enforcement and the people they serve. How does seeing all this change your perspective? By running these students through the toughest calls imaginable, the hope is that when the moment is real, future officers are ready not just to act, but to serve with professionalism, with precision, and with compassion.